Alright, here we are. My beautiful Eversharp, one of my favorite pens to draw with, because I've modded this beautiful thing with this absolutely killer Hunt nib. And you can see we've got a little bit of corrosion there, which is not a big deal. Just wipe that right off there. Just rub, rub, rub. No big deal. Still writes, nothing you gotta worry about. In fact, I'm gonna show you how to clean it and how it works. My mod, okay? Let's do it. Let's take it right out. Ready? Give it a twist to the side. 1, 2, 3. You can see that the nib is totally flexed out. Look at that. Look at that flex, baby. It's kind of seized in there. No problem, no problem. It's coming out a little bit. Here it comes, here it comes. Just edge it out. And you don't want to use a lot of force. That'll kill this apparatus. And I've definitely broken more than a few. As you can see here, I have a very, very small hairline crack in my threads. Unfortunately, it was the heat here in Bangkok that caused that. Not completely out of my control, but it doesn't affect the play of your pen at all. So, there you go. Pop that guy right out. Take it off. There's your feed. Oh yeah, also, you're gonna get a lot of that. These pens normally have a small plastic tube right here. In this case, it doesn't really make any sense. I need ultimate flow for this to work. And unfortunately, the straw really slows it down. Trying not to get my fingers in the way here. So there we go. What is this? This is a roller ball. Let's do it. Let's rub that right off. Scratch, 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 scratch. Normally I have a little pot of water that I can pour this in, and it does the trick for me, but for this... So we've got a Hunt Imperial, made in the USA. So just rub it off. Now, normally if you were going to do this, I would suggest you rinse it very good in soap and water, because it comes with manufacturing oil on it, and it often repels any ink that you want to run through this nib. So I mean, you know, I'm not gonna clean this to its ultimate shininess, because it's you know, you buy these are $1 each. You know, they're super cheap to buy. I've also been using this for about a year, and as you can see, because it's in a fountain pen, I get very little wear on the nib. Barely any. Absolutely fantastic pen. Absolutely fantastic nib. So, you take your feed. If I can get it to focus. Make sure your channel is clear. That's your channel. That's where your ink is going to flow through. And your finial's nice and clear. So you line up your arch. Sorry about the focus, everyone. There we go. Now line it up. And you want to line it up. And because this nib is not meant for an ebonite feed, you have to be kind of, it's not gonna be exactly how they tell you to do. It's not gonna fit exactly, but you're gonna make it fit as best as you can. You want as little space between the nib and the feet as humanly possible. There's your breather hole, that Imperial breather hole. Absolutely fantastic. So when you have it kind of lined up, squeeze it a little bit, like you're testing an avocado. Give it a little squeeze. Make sure it's there. Okay? And take your nib, your And you can see right there, it's flat. And then on the other side, it's round. On my nib, it also has a flat and a round part. And we want to line that up as best as possible so that you don't... And it takes time to figure this stuff out, but you kind of... You have to rely on your feeling in your fingertips a lot. And just how it fits is very important. You want to have very little spacing on your tines right there. You can see that they open and close quite well. So for me, I feel like that's pretty good. That's a little loose there. Okay, that should work just fine. So, let's fill this up with ink and see how it works. Now for ink, I've chosen this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous Catfish Black. This is, if the best artist-made ink in existence right now. I highly recommend it to everyone out there. Go buy yourself one. There's a lubricant that allows this to flow quite easily through vintage fountain pens. And despite what most people say, they'll tell you all kinds of things. Oh, it destroys your pen. Don't use Nathan Tardif's Noodler's ink. And they're just upset that this ink is so beautiful. It smells great, and look at that. It goes right to the top. It's right to the top. Look at that. So I'll take my nib. And we will hopefully not spill the bottle of ink. Here's my bubbling pot. Okay. Remove your nib. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now, if you're looking for clean, uninked, non-inky fingers, not non-ink mess, you're not going to find that here. It's not what I'm all about. If you're using fountain pens, you like to get messy. Come on, a little bit further. Good job. Okay. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. An absolutely wonderful example of a modification to a fountain pen that works for your style. And for those of you who want to know, this is Midori paper, my ultimate all-time favorite paper. I have a hard time using anything else. But right now I'm going to do a script right for you.